hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Some network issue happened, everyone. Anyways, thanks for waiting. Uh, yes, what exactly I was discussing. This is your, I guess, SCL objective, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first objective is what? Matching the
Traffic.
Perfect.
traffic. So matching the traffic always is done based on wildcard bits. Wildcard means we have 0 and 1. We already have got it in OSPF and EIGLP, right? You remember the formula? Wildcard mask formula?
255 minus subnet mask. 255.
All 255 minus
Yes,
subnet mask, right? So it is exactly the opposite. 0 means here it's a match bit because we are matching the traffic. So match bit is 0 and 1 means what?
do not match that.
Don't match bit. For example, if I want to match a single IP address, let's say that this is the IP address of laptop 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, or no? This
Yes,
is
sir.
the laptop 1. So if I want to match this IP, then I have to write how many zeros?
4
4
0.
zeros. Because all 0 is what? Match bit, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if I want to match an entire network, so this is your entire network. So this is your LAN number 1, right?
Yes, sir.
LAN 1. So if I want to match an entire network, then I can use the subnet mask. So this is a class C address. Subnet wildcard will be what? All 255 minus subnet mask,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So class C subnet mask will be giving you 0.0.0.255 wildcard, correct?
Yes, sir.
This is what you are basically doing. If you want to match a single PC or a single server or a single laptop, any single IP address, you can match it using 4 zeros of in wildcard bits. But if you want to match an entire network, then calculate the wildcard using the formula and then do the configuration. Okay. But matching the IP address always is done based on wildcard bits. Okay. So this particular part is coming from the perspective of matching the traffic. The second one is coming from the perspective of filtering. Filtering always is done based on these conditions. Okay. So you have permit condition and you have deny condition. Permit means your traffic is allowed. Okay, your traffic is allowed, and deny simply indicates that you have blocked. Okay, you don't want to permit. Okay, so as you can see, this particular block is there. Okay, all this block simply indicates that the traffic is denied. And filtering always done based on these two conditions. Okay, so every single rule, they must contain a condition. Okay, either permit and deny. It is mandatory. If you don't have any condition in a rule, then the rule itself is considered as an invalid rule. So that is why exactly you can see everywhere we have a condition. Over here, over here, over here, over here, everywhere we have a condition available. Coming to the categories, everyone, we have two categories. One is the numbered and named SEL. In the numbered and named SEL, there's a difference that when we are creating a numbered SEL table like this, then always we are using numeric numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like the numeric numbers. You can create multiple tables. Okay, like this one is one table. You can create another table within your router configuration. Okay, and this will be another table. But always this numbered SEL you are creating with numbers, numeric numbers, and named SEL is created with names. Reasonable names we are using. For example, if we are blocking these machines to a certain server machines to a server client machines. So we can create this particular table. Okay, this table we can create it using a name, and I can give a name like this, that block PCs to LAN 1 or LAN 2, like that. Okay, reasonable names should be there. Okay, this name identifies this table. Okay, so when we give a name like this for a table, then by seeing the name itself, we can identify that what this table basically is configured for. Why we have configured this table. So another difference is editing, everyone. Okay, editing. Editing, you cannot do it in numbered. Okay, so numbered SQL, it doesn't support editing, but named SQL supports editing. Okay, so this editing feature, editing means for modification. Suppose you have configured this rule number 1, block 1 until 116.100.2. Instead of block, it should be permit. Let's say that you want to permit this. This is what exactly editing, modification. This type of modification you cannot do in a numbered SQL, but in a named SQL you can do it very easily. Okay. So this is coming as a difference. Okay, editing is not possible. Now coming to the types of SQL, we have two types: standard and extended. Both is available in this categories, like standard numbered SQL, standard named SQL, extended numbered SQL, extended named SQL. Okay, so all these types are available in all these two categories. So when we create a standard SQL, always we have these numbers. If we're creating a numbered SQL. Okay, so in this category, we have these two types available. Standard range is 1 to 99 and 100 to 199 for extended. And in terms of named SQL, these are simply just names what you are creating. Okay, the name of your SQL table will be uh, it will be any reasonable name. Okay, always. But when it comes to numbers, always we have to go for these numbers. Okay. So as the basic purpose of your SQL is to match the traffic. When we are configuring standard SQL, always it matches traffic based on source information. Okay. Standard SQL always does that. Who is the source? This is what exactly it uses to match the traffic. For example, this is the source. We want to block 102 to access web server. We have to block laptop one. So all these devices, these are basically coming as source because we have to block them. This is your standard SQL. It basically does that. Okay, an extended SQL, they're using so many parameters to match the traffic, because once the traffic is matched, at the time only it will be filtered. Without matching the traffic, we cannot filter the traffic. So you can see that there are lots of parameters out there based on which extended SQL matches the traffic. Number one is the source information, that is your source IP, destination IP, protocol like TCP, UDP, RIP, HLP, OSPF, service name like DNS service, web service, file sharing service. Okay, this type of service names you can use to filter, okay, to match the traffic. Then port number like port number 80. Let's say port number 80, then port number 443, then port number 53, then port number 2021. Remember the port numbers what we are having? The TCP UDP port numbers have given. All of you remember it or not? The most common port numbers. Yes. Akash. Akash is there. How many of you remember the TCP/UDP port number? Remember the OSI model?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
In,
Yes,
in the
sir.
transport layer, we discussed about this, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Remember I have given you a screenshot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Port number. No?
Common TCP/UDP port number, na?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Those port numbers we are using it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So based on that, also we can do this filtering. Similarly, packet type, like whether it's a request packet or reply packet. Request, reply packet. Request, reply packet, this is what exactly we are doing the matching. Okay, so matching the traffic always is done based on these parameters. Okay. Now, when it comes to SL configuration, everyone always SL is applied under interface, because when we are connecting our devices to another devices, this is the port F0/0 and F0/1 who is receiving the packets from these machines. So all packets are coming to these ports, and via this port, it is going to this port, and from here, it is going to this port. All these are interfaces for receiving the packets of all these machines. That is why SL is applied in interface, okay, or under interface. So when it is getting applied, this is when exactly the direction is coming as very crucial. In which direction it is getting applied? The direction wise, we have two directions, in and out direction. In means packet is coming to a particular interface. So in this interface, it will be in, and this is the port by which exactly your packet is moving. So this will be your out. So this is in, this is out. Then again packet is coming in, then again packet is going out, then again packet is coming in, then again it is going out. Okay, this is how exactly your packet is moving. Okay, in one interface it is getting in, and by another one interface it is getting out. So this is what exactly is mentioned over here. The SCL always is applied in two directions, inbound or outbound direction, in which particular communication, who is the source, who is trying to communicate with which machine, on which particular port they are receiving it, on which port or via which port they are sending it. These are the informations what exactly always we have to calculate first to find out this. Because if we don't find out the direction, maybe you have configured SCL, everything you have done is correct, but depending on the in or out direction, maybe your SCL is not working. Okay, it may not work. So if your rules are not applied in the correct direction, your SCL will not work. So that is why these are the guidelines which always we follow. Okay, standard SCL, whenever you configure, whether it is named or numbered, as long as it's a standard SCL, you can always configure it closest to destination. Closest to destination, in other words, for example, if this machine wants to communicate to this machine and we want to block this machine's traffic using a standard SCL, then I will be finding out who is the destination and who is the source. So who is the source? So this machine is trying to communicate with this server. So this PC0 is the source. So in this case, we want to block the traffic. So that is when exactly we will configure closest to destination is this is your destination, and closest router to the destination is this router. So this is the router where we do the standard SCL configuration. So the standard SL we are configuring it closest to destination. However, if let's say that this machine is the source and this machine is the destination now, and we want to basically block the traffic. So if you want to use an extended SL, an extended SL always is configured closest to source because this is your source and this is your destination. So closest to source is this router, and in this router it is getting configured. This is what we are having, the SL configuration. In which router you have to configure it, you have to follow these guidelines. Understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so all of you have taken the screenshot, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now comes the configuration. So the configuration for standard, extended, all this numbered and named, I have basically prepared this document. You can simply take a screenshot of this SL configuration. Okay, so you can see that this particular section, this is your standard numbered, this is your standard named, and extended numbered, and extended named. So standard numbered, standard named, extended numbered, extended named. Okay, all the four types of SQL configuration is there. Take a screenshot.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
And similarly, this is the last section.
Done.
Taken.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you please show the first one?
This is the first one. Taken.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So always remember that in order to configure your SQL, we have to follow these two steps. First of all, we have to create the SQL. Means we have to create this table, and we have to define each and every single rule. We have to give a permit rule at the very end always. And lastly, we have to apply this SQL under the interface. So always SQL is applied in two directions, on in or out. So this two, like what configuration steps, always we have to follow. Whenever you are doing SQL configuration, always follow these two steps. Okay. So creating the SQL always is done in this manner. Okay, so this is your step. First step is this. This is how you create your SQL table, and this is your second step. This is how you apply it in the inbound direction or outbound direction. So you can see that this is the interface in which we are applying it in the inbound or outbound direction. Similarly, this is for numbered SQL. Since you can see that we are taking one number 55, we are denying 192.168.100.2, that is your laptop one, all wildcards of zeros, and we are permitting everything. Means only laptop one will be denied, remaining users, remaining pieces are allowed. So we are only blocking number one, laptop one to number four. Okay, we don't want this PC or this laptop to communicate to LAN 4. We don't want this machine to communicate to LAN 4. So this blocking, okay, we are doing it on our router because this is your standard SQL where this is the destination network. This is the destination network, and in this network we want to block the traffic. So closest to destination router is gateway 1. That is why we are doing the configuration in gateway 1. So you can see very clearly over here that all these configurations of standard we are doing with gateway 2 over here in gateway 2. We're not doing it in gateway 1 because gateway 1 is the source. It is closest to source, and standard ACL we never configure closest to source. It is extended ACL which is configured closest to source. Okay. So this is your permit any you are giving the command last, and interface f0/0 IP access group 55. So this is your number 55 because it's a numbered ACL, so we are taking it from this range. So standard ACL we are creating, so we are taking 55 in between this range, and this is your interface f0/0 access 55. So just for our topology, you can see that this is your interface f0/0 on gateway 2. And you are applying it because when this machine will be sending anything, it will come in, then it will go out, it will come in, then it will go out, it will come in. So it is coming in the inbound direction, okay, to reach this destination. So in the inbound direction, we are applying it. And this is what exactly we are applying it over here in the inbound direction. Okay, so as you can see over here, you are creating an SQL using a number. The same configuration we are also doing it using a name. So this time we're using IP access list standard command because this is a standard ACL. The name of the ACL name is block PC. We are denying this host 192.168.100.2 permit any. Okay, this command what we are giving in a named ACL, and after that we are doing the same set of commands. Okay, you can see that the 0/0, the same set of commands, no changes. Okay, so once you are done with this, then send a ping from get PC live what 0 PC1. You will see that live what from PCs you are getting communication, but from laptop one you are not getting communication because laptop wants traffic to this LAN, it is blocked. But these two machines, traffic to these LANs are allowed. Okay, so do this configuration and you will see the same result. Then coming to the extended ACL configuration, we have again numbered and named ACL coming in. So extended ACL number range is there. You can see 100 to 199. You can take a number in order to create your ACL in extended. But the basic thing here is this, that we are not allowing any ping to this server. So ping, we are blocking it. We are blocking ping from this laptop 1 to server 1. Okay, server 2. And we're not allowing this machine to send a ping to this particular server. Okay. So these two machines ping is, we are blocking it. Okay, and this machine is allowed to ping both these servers. Okay, so this machine can do the ping. Okay, so it is allowed because always we are using ping to check connectivity. So this is the ping traffic what we are doing the filtering now. So in terms of number ACL, always you start with access list number, deny. ICMP is the protocol which is used by ping. This is your laptop 1 IP address, laptop 1 wildcard mask. This is your server 1, server 2 IP address, and this is server 2 subnet wildcard mask. And lastly, the type of the packet is echo, because when you are pinging someone, always you send echo packet. This is your request packet. And similarly, we have another rule which is denying. This is your PC0 IP address. the wildcard map bits of PC0. Similarly, the server 1 IP address and server one's wildcard bit size given over here, and this is equal. Okay, and lastly, we are permitting IP traffic from any source to any destination, because this permit command always is required. Otherwise, these two machines traffic will be dropped. But along with this two machines traffic, PC0's traffic also will be dropped, because we don't want PC0's traffic to be dropped to LAN 4 servers. So we are going to the interface F0/1, but you can see that the device on which we are doing the configuration is gateway 1. Okay. So gateway 1 is closest to our source over here, because extended SCL is all about understanding who is the source, okay, and in which router exactly you should be doing the configuration. So always you have to find the source, and whichever router it is the nearest to the source, on that router only should be doing the configuration. So since it is an extended SCL, we are doing all the configurations over here. So you can see that we are using this commands interface F0/1, the same command is coming IP access group. Then this is your SCL number 160, and this is the out direction. And in the name SCL, we are typing the name of the SCL. Then ICMP is your laptop 1, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is your laptop 1, and this is your PC1, I guess.
Yes.
PC1 IP address. This is your server 2, right? This is your server 2 IP address. This one is server 1 IP address, correct?
That will be server 1, sir.
Which one? 103.3 will be server 1, right?
103.2.
It will be server 2, I guess.
So that is server 1.
103.2 is server 2, no?
Okay.
Then lastly, we are blocking the echo. Echo, that is your packet, ICMP packet. Okay. Always when you are pinging someone, always you send which packet?
Okay.
Request packet, right? So that is your echo request. And this is the echo request what we are blocking it. So we are doing the same thing. We are going to F0/1 on gateway 1, and we are saying IP access group block PC out. Okay. So once you do that, these two system traffic, that is your ICMP echo packets will be blocked. The verification command what we use is show IP access list. This is the verification command. Okay. This command will show you your access list configuration on your router. Always you use this command. Okay. Now, Bhaskar.
Yes, sir.
You have logged in with the system.
Yes, sir.
So you will be doing this two SQL configuration.
Okay.
Do it one by one. Okay. First you do this one, then delete this configuration, then do this one. Okay. One by one. Your objective in both these types of configuration is to block the laptop 1 to LAN number 4. Okay.
Laptop 1 to LAN number 4. Okay.
Yes, you have to block it.
Okay, sir.
So simply just share your screen.
Yes, sir.
Load the project. Routing is going on, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so make sure that all the machines can ping LAN number 4.
Yes, sir.
Send ping to LAN 4 servers.
Yes, sir. Uh,
Getting the replay,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay. So now do the configuration of gateway 2. First you do numbered SQL, okay, standard numbered. Then you delete that configuration and
Okay.
configure named SQL.
Okay, sir.
And always for a verification purpose and ping, we use the show IP access list command.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Okay, so Mukul,
Yes, sir.
you basically tell him the configuration for standard numbered SQL.
Okay, sir.
What he needs to type, simply just tell him, okay?
Yes, sir.
On.
So as we are doing the standard configuration, so we have to do it to the device that is closest to our destination. So as we want to communicate, as we are blocking our device to communicate with the LAN port, so we have to do the configuration onto the gateway 2. So I'm going over here. So again, configuration mode we have to go. So then E. So now
Type axis dash list.
un- access
Dash list space
yes
55 space
yes
deny.
yes
Then type the IP address for which we have to deny.
that source
192.
IP address, machine source machine IP address, correct? Which you want to
Yes, yes.
192.168.100.2 laptop 1, which you want to, yeah.
Yes. Then space. Then type wildcard
Yes.
0.0.
Yes.
Then press enter.
Okay.
Then type axis dash list
Yes.
space 55 space.
Yes. Permit all, correct?
Yes. Then enter.
Yes.
Then type
One second. Spaces permit any.
space any.
Yes. Done.
Then enter. Then type interface space FA0/0.
FA1. Okay.
Enter. Then type IP space axis
IP
dash
space.
group
Yes.
axis dash group
Group.
space 59 55 space
This
in.
is hyphen group. No. Interface FA0 says 0, then press enter.
Okay. You didn't tell that.
You press enter, and after that type IP access hyphen group.
Okay. Yes. Mukul, tell
Then
me.
exit.
55 up to enter, correct?
55, then direction. In which direction you want?
Yeah. Outbound.
Inbound,
Inbound.
right? So it's saying that's it. Now go to your laptop 0 and send a ping to any machine in LAN number 4.
Yes. Host and
Blocking,
VPN.
right?
Yes, sir.
All of you, can you see that it is getting blocked?
Yes,
Let me
sir.
check the-
You can see that you are sending 4 packets. You are receiving how many?
Zero.
0. All 4 packets are
Zero.
lost, right?
Yes.
And you can see 0% loss. Okay. And if you go to your router, go to the router, that is gateway 2, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
And give the verification codes,
Okay.
exit. Give the verification command, show IP access list. Show IP access list.
Hyphen is not required, sir. Hyphen is required.
Yes, hyphen is required.
Yes.
Can you see these are basically sequence numbers? Okay, all these
Yes, sir.
these are sequence numbers.
Okay.
Okay, and this is your rule: deny host 100.2. Can you see that how many matches you have?
7.
8.
8 matches, right? So from this machine you have sent total how many packets?
8
8
packets.
packets, right? So all by 8 packets have been denied, and remaining packets are what? Permitted. Means if you send 4 packets from this machine, let's send the 4 packets from PC0. You should get success.
Yes, sir.
You are getting success, right? Now this success is coming because you have given the permit any.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now delete this SL configuration and configure the name SL. To delete it, simply just open this gateway 2.
Yes, sir.
Configuration. Yes, just say no in front of this no access list. Say no access list 55.
Okay.
No access hyphen list 55. It will delete the entire SL.
Okay.
This is how you delete a numbered SL, okay?
Okay, sir.
Whether it is your standard numbered or extended numbered, always you use this command to delete your SL. Now,
So if I will exit and I will do show IP access list, so it will be empty, correct?
yes, it will be deleted. You should not see anything.
Yes, correct.
Now go to your config and the command for name is here.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
IP access.
Gone to the gateway 1.
Yeah, gateway 2. Yes.
Yeah. For the extended, you have to go to the gateway 1 now.
No.
Name, standard name.
Gateway 2, interface, FS0/0.
No. IP access list.
Standard of log.
IP access. IP access dash list
Standard.
space standard space block dash PC.
You can give any name. Okay.
Okay.
You can give any name. For
Okay.
this.
Yes, brother. Next command.
Deny host.
Okay.
100.2.
Right?
Permit any
Deny space host
exit.
space
Interface FA00.
Exit. After exit.
Okay, exit.
Okay.
Zero. IP access dash group. Group.
Yes.
Block PC dash in. Exit.
Done.
Exit.
Okay.
Done.
Verify it right now.
Yes, sir.
Not working, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, check your SEL table. Show IP access list. Give it. Exit. Show IP access list.
Yes, sir.
It's working, right? Okay,
Yes.
now delete this SEL and go for the extended SEL configuration. To delete this named SEL, what you have to do is copy this entire thing and just add no in front of
Okay.
that.
So, okay. I'm under configuration mode.
Already you are in that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Already in front.
Simply copy this entire thing and add no in front of that and paste it.
Yes, sir.
Now verify it.
Yes, sir.
Nothing is there, right? Now go on for the extended SEL. Krishna,
Yes, sir.
you basically tell him what he needs to type. Okay, on gateway 1, you are doing the configuration.
Access dash list 160 160 deny
Sorry.
160 deny ICMP
Okay.
192.168.100.2 0.0.0
Okay.
190.168.103.2 0.0.0 echo ECHO.
Yes.
Enter.
Correct.
Yes. Access list
Yes.
160 100.3a service IP address.
Access list 160.
100.3 change है बाकी सब same.
Oh, deny. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Access list 160 permit IP any
Correct.
2 time any.
The first any is for source from any source and the second any is for any destination.
Okay.
Exit. Interface 01.
In the configuration mode.
Yes.
See. Over here we have some issues, I guess. In which interface you want to apply?
On FA0/0.
Yes, this check your gateway 1. This interface, right?
Yes, FA0/0.
So when anything is coming to this particular router, this is your in, right? On this,
Yes.
and then
Outside. Yes, sir.
it is
Or
going out,
it is.
right?
Yes, sir.
This is your out. Okay, so that is good. I thought that this interface is wrong. Okay, so anyways, go on.
We have to apply on FA0/0.
You can, if you applied in 0/0, then it will be in instead of out, right? Because when the laptop 0 will be sending packet, then packet is coming to in,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
It is coming in FA0/0 and it will be going out via FA0/1, right?
Okay.
So
So you mean to say we can apply rules on FA0/1 also, correct?
yes, on 0/0 also you can apply.
Then it
On
will be out.
0/1 also you can apply.
Okay.
Okay, but it is based on the traffic in which port the packet is
Got
getting
it.
received. Okay, go on.
IP access dash group.
Interface. Go on.
IP access dash group 160 out.
It will not be out. If it is 0/0,
Will be
it
in
will
now.
be in.
In.
It will be in. Okay.
Exit.
If you're using fs0/1, at the time it will be out.
Yes.
Okay. Now check your SCL configuration. Send a
Okay.
ping to server 2. It should not ping.
Yes, sir.
So this ping, it should not work.
Yes, sir. Not working.
Okay, but from here to here, you should ping. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
It's working, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, from this machine to this machine, you should not ping. But from this machine to this machine, you should ping. So once 103.
So 103.2 is not reachable, but it's able to communicate with 103.3.
Who is coming?
PC1,
This server should be blocked, na? 103.3 should be blocked. 103.2 should be allowed. See the SCL configuration. Maybe you have done something wrong. No, in your configuration. Open gateway 1. So over here, maybe this is the destination. You didn't change it properly. Just enlarge this window. See the destination in both cases. You have the same destination. Na?
Oh, same.
Over here, it should be 103.3. Na?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, yes.
So simply just delete this SQL. Okay, it will work. Okay, this one, if you just change it to 103.3, it will work. Just delete this SQL and configure the named SQL and do it proper.
Okay.
Just say no access test 160. The entire configuration is correct. Only over here you have done the mistake.
So I have to select delete this particular line only.
No, up to here. That's it.
Okay.
Always your numbered SQL you delete it by using access list and the number of the SQL. Just add no in front of them. Now configure your named SQL. Krishna.
Yes.
So can we clear this screen? It's not possible.
No.
Okay.
If you want, you can just press enter a couple of times. Otherwise, you can take this as a reference over here because the same set of commands you are going to be configuring.
Yes, sir. So
okay, let me show you what you are going to do. Yes, Krishna, what exactly is the first command? IP access list, right?
Yes, yes.
IP access list. You configure named SCL now.
Yes, sir.
IP access list.
I have to enter, sir?
No. Just load the next screenshot.
Okay.
On extended name SCL configuration.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
your named SCL, no? This part.
Yes, sir.
So see that over here you can see that this is your actual rule. If you see very carefully, this is your actual rule. If you simply just copy these lines from here in the named SQL, that becomes your named SQL configuration from
Yes.
the numbered.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I just remove this part,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
this becomes your named SQL configuration ultimately.
Only name we
Without
are
any
changing.
changes.
Yes, sir.
You can simply just write say IP access -list,
And provider.
then extend it. The name of your SQL is block PC.
Block -PC.
Then you can copy paste. Correct?
Now copy from deny to echo. Copy it and now press enter, press enter, press enter, press enter. No, no, no. After block PC, you have to press enter.
After block
After
PC.
block PC,
Okay.
press enter. Delete all these things. From deny to echo, delete all this. Okay. After here, press enter.
Okay, sir.
Now you copy this line.